First trade of the morning here. First trade of the morning on the gold. Now, I didn't write this one down here. Sorry about that. But this is at 9:38 here, guys. 9:38 on the gold. This is a two-step pattern long. So we're going to come down, short-term trend down. We're going to bounce off these lows here, mark up our swing high, right, for a two-step pattern long. Okay, very easy pattern. It's a reversal pattern off these lows. We took it at 56.9. We got our +4. Move our stop to entry +1 and got our stopped out at +1. Actually got filled to +2 for 12 ticks. So 120 USD on the first one. Okay, 12 ticks in the first trade. Unfortunately, though, we gave it all back in the second trade this morning, 10.17 on gold. You'll see here another, what we like to say is the picture-perfect two-step patterns here. And these really are, guys. At 10.17 here on gold for a two-step, you get the low of day here. Whenever we see the low of day, we're always thinking to ourselves, two-step long. Right? So the low of day here, we test the lows, we bounce off the lows, we make a swing high, then we break above that swing high for our breaker pattern, two-step pattern to the long side. Now you'll notice here, right, the momentum indicator was kind of what we blew on this one, right? It really wasn't perfect. Momentum, as you can see down bottom here, for the most part, was really kind of iffy. Overbought momentum, curling back down, probably a little bit too high risk for me to take this morning. As you can see, though, we will take losses. Mental mistakes happen. We've got it 54.7. We managed to get out of this thing when things started to really unwind against us for a -3. We lost 12 ticks or 120 USD on that second trade of the morning. Okay, so we made 12 ticks, gave back the 12 ticks in the second trade. We're looking at just below the zero line for our profit and loss for the day, and now we started making some money here. Once again, same thing happened yesterday, right? Yesterday, what did we see? We saw slow price action until about 10:45, 11 o'clock, and then all of a sudden, bam, right? Had lots of great patterns. We made all our money yesterday, almost the exact same time we did today. Next up here on crude. On crude here, here's a breaker pattern short. One of our easiest patterns to get to know. Short-term trend is down. We're going to break through this red line. Remember, those red lines are located for me automatically. I'm going to mark up my swing low here, break below that swing low for your breaker pattern short. 10:48 was the time, 87 was the fill. We got our +4 target filled. Move stop to entry -1. We got +1 for 10 ticks or 100 USD. So we got back in the green here, up 10 ticks now. But of course, we still got to make sure we don't get outside of our comfort zone here, because we knew at that point only one stop away from kicking me out of this market here. Next up comes our first trade of the week on the wave indicator. 10:52 was the time here on gold, symbol GC. Of course, as you guys know, the wave indicator, little bit of a new pattern for some of you new members out there, but I wanted to show you guys here an illustration. As you can see, I've marked this thing up with these blue lines here, so you guys can actually see the actual pattern itself. At 10:52 on the gold, the wave short, 53.6 was the fill. We pulled back, or traced off these lows up into our zone here. We know, of course, what to look for. We look for momentum to curl back down. Nice increasing speed. We got our +5, got our +4. Then got our +1, total them up, guys. 2 off at 5 is 10. 1 off at 4 is 4. It's 14. +1 is 15 ticks or 150 USD for a wave trade. Nice and easy wave trade, right? Predetermined entries, limit orders, nice big wide targets, guys. It's a very different pattern than your scalping patterns. And a lot of our members right now are really loving this wave, guys. So I'm happy to see the members doing so well out there with the wave right now. That was our second to last trade of the morning here. Finished it up on the crude, 11:07. Once again, patience pays off very well. This was actually one of those slingshot patterns we talked about today. We'll talk more about the slingshot pattern later on this month for you guys. High of the overhead, short-term trend up, comes up and tests that high. As you guys know, we're always looking for the reversal off those highs. I'm not going to buy the highs. I'm going to be a seller at those highs. Mark up my swing low, break below that swing low, reversing off those highs. Now, at the same time, we call this a slingshot setup now because we have the wave indicator looking to get long on a slower time frame. So while our scalpers are shorting, our slower time frame wave traders are waiting for the long trade to set up. So we're going to meet them halfway. So I shorted this thing here at 53s. A bunch of you guys did as well. A lot of members, though, waiting for the buy here, right, down here 85.30 for a wave trade to the long side, right? So a real seamless pattern. Two-step pattern short. We took our +4, +8, +7. 2 off at 4, 1 off at 8, 1 off at 7, 23 ticks or 230 USD. So where we thought we had a rough morning going here, we stayed focused on our rules, tallied up at the end of the day here, 48 ticks. So obviously, we could have easily been over 50, 60 ticks there without that loss. But hey, losses happen. It's how we react to those losses, right, guys? Let's keep moving here. Prep for tomorrow. Got a busy day tomorrow. Tomorrow's tax day here in the U.S. Jobless claims at 8:30. 9:50 industrial production. We got Philly Fed at 10. 10:30 nat gas. And tomorrow at 11:30, another one of those free webinars. Now, we talked about this on Tuesday. We voted on Tuesday, so make sure you guys come back and vote again on Thursday to make sure you get the webinar you guys want to see tomorrow, 11:30. And then last but not least, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. We'll open up the trade room tomorrow morning, 7:45. We'll go through our market prep around 8 o'clock, get all ready for the trade room. We'll do a webinar tomorrow, 11:30. Don't forget, guys, all the patterns we talk about, all the rules, all the cheat sheets, all the routines, everything's in the beginner's course. Don't forget, though, saleschooltrade.com. They'll give you more information about the Lifetime Advanced course, which comes with your charts, indicators, all your lifetime access, and, of course, all future updates. Hope you guys had a good time in the room today. My name is Joseph James. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.